welcome back, everybody. This is Jimbo Slice 23, and this is probably feels like deja vu. Haven't we been here before 4 or 5 times already? Yeah, I've been fixing this thing over and over, and I think I've come up with a solution because Carl, if you watched the beginning, I'm sure you have, has died on my rails. Jeez, I guess on this side, it might have been this, it might have been that side, I don't know. He fell right through the floor. So what I did, as soon as I found out, I came on here and I want to say I fixed it, you know. I want to say I fixed it. But for now, as of right now, when you come through and hit this activator rail, you no longer go over here, you go right here, and there's a block right above to where it'll put you right there. There's no other place it'll put you. You'll go right here, and it's a 4, or not 4, but a 3 block high area. So it's a lot safer now, at least I believe. So let's test it out. Bam. There we go. I'm going to put these rockets away. Watch this. Oh my god. I don't have my wings on. Okay. This could be... No, you know what? I'm confident. I fixed this way too many times. It's a little glitchy, which isn't good. Bam. Okay. Yeah, once again, I have a 3 block high area. Yeah. Awesome. At least for now it is awesome. I've come off a lot of iron and diamonds. I gave up 2 beacons and 4 mending books so far and 2 shulker boxes because of these rails. So if you happen to die, at least you know that's coming. You know, you do have a nice little shulker box coming. I might as well mend up my stuff while I'm here. Just so we're all clear. This works too, and I'm going to prove it. Everything's all mended up, by the way. I need to put efficiency and some efficiency and mending on that, and mending on this. I need silk touch on my shovel, actually. Bam. Everything's working good, guys. I want to promise you that you're not going to die, but you may as well just take the ice. You know, just run if you could. So before we get on with our next project, I have some pretty big news. The king has been overthrown by a toolsmith, or I think this is a toolsmith actually. It's not an armor smith or anything. It's a toolsmith. The king is on the other side. There were 3 villagers here. We had the butcher, toolsmith, and a nitwit, and these 2 were on the platform. No, actually, all 3 of them were on the platform. And while I was away or wasn't paying attention, this toolsmith must have snuck in and stole the throne. But the former king, the butcher, is still there to try to reclaim his spot. But it doesn't look like the toolsmith is as comfortable with him being there as he was with all the other ones. It looks like a farmer wants to come in and try to take reign of the throne. But this toolsmith, he seems like he's pretty adamant about not moving. He is staring into the soul of the butcher. Okay, staring contest is over. He wanted to go back to his throne. Anyways, we have another project starting today. It's a pretty big project. Last time I was just goofing around about it. But I need to break ground on this mountain. I mean, it's not going to build itself, people. I really need to start laying out a little floor plan of where it's going to be. The ocean, that little thing in the ocean, that was just a joke. That's not, I actually can see it right here. But that's not going to be where it's at. It's probably going to come out a little wider down there. I'm going to start a little ring type of thing around here and around this. And we're going to make like a little template of the mountain coming up. It might come up, over, and then up, but I know the steepest area is going to be where this beacon is. Man, you know, it's a lot harder to think when you're recording for some reason. I don't know why, but still a standstill in here. Okay, let's get our materials and everything, and let's start on the mountain. I got a pretty big chunk done at the moment. And a few questions you may be asking. You may be saying to yourself, where's the prismarine? This is Prismarine Mountain, ain't it? Why is it all stone? You big dummy. Well, I am putting the prismarine around it. That's why it's not... I mean, it looks really good the way it is, but it's not... I wasn't worried about getting it too perfect, because I'm going to be putting prismarine and everything around it. I'll have... near the water, there's going to be more bushes and vines and stuff. I'm going to have a layer, not layer, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a vines of dark prismarine in certain areas, kind of as if it would resemble lava. Yeah, something like that. We'll figure that out when it comes to. I took a slow falling potion also, if that wasn't clear, just so to get a good look at everything. But I think it looks really good. I'll be starting part 2 of this whole mountain, probably all this side here in a minute. But I do want to show you one thing. Any second now. We're almost there. It's been about 10 minutes now. Here we go. Ease it on in. I came in here to check on, the king, to see how he was doing. Or the new king. Man, what is this slow falling. And he has already taken care of the old king. The butcher is no longer here. We have 2 more runner-ups, and the king is the new king. We'll just call him the king for now, because that's what he is. He's the king. And he looks like he doesn't like his farmer. You could tell he's already buddies with his twin over here. But he cannot take his eyes off this farmer for some reason. So that's a little update there. We will be starting this phase 2 of the mountain here in a second. But I'm done playing the music. You don't have to worry about the music. I'm gonna have a little time-lapse chat. For this first time-lapse chat of the season, I would like to talk to you about religion and politics. I'm kidding. I would actually like to share a story about something that happened to me about a week ago. I was leaving flag football practice with my son, and I told him we would go and grab some ice cream. When I went up to the window to pay for my order, I got out my card and I went to give it to the young man at the window, and he said, don't worry about paying for it. The person in front of you already paid for your order. I was pretty shocked at this moment, because that was a complete stranger. I've never seen this person before. The car wasn't familiar or anything. And so just as I was about to put my card away, I stopped. And it extended it back to the young man at the window. And he looked at me and he said, "Sir, I think you're confused. Your order is already paid for." And I said, "I know. I would like to pay for the customer behind me." Just the look on the young man's face was priceless. He was like, "Really? That's so nice." But I tell you what, it felt really good. It felt amazing. Even after he told me that the price of that order was twice as much as my order, I didn't see that coming. But it felt really good. I couldn't help but think about how people are underestimated. How one small act of kindness can rub off on one another. All you hear about nowadays in the news is bad things and drama and chaos. But it would be real nice if we can just put our differences aside and get along. Just because someone acts different, looks different, not very smart, different skin, different language, doesn't mean it's okay to belittle them, because we can all learn from one another. For example, I worked with this guy named Louis, and Louis tried to explain to me that a lunar eclipse is when the moon goes behind the sun. Now, I told Louis, I said that's impossible. The moon orbits the earth, and the earth goes around the sun. The moon can't ever go out of orbit, out around the sun. That's impossible. After that, I realized he wasn't all there. He wasn't very smart. And I kind of looked down on him, didn't really talk to him too often. Until a couple weeks later, I found out that this same guy saved 2 kids out of a burning building. Both the kids and Louis had severe burns, and one of the kids actually didn't make it, passed away in the hospital, but he was able to save the other kid's life. I came to find out that Louis was not just a hero, but a really good friend. He even went out of his way to get my kids Christmas gifts, and he didn't even have much. I guess what I'm trying to say here is to treat others the way you want to be treated. Because that one small act of kindness can create a ripple effect. The mountain is finally finished. I do hope you enjoyed that time-lapse chat, and I'm sorry for getting so sentimental. Jeez, Jimbo. I know I can be really goofy and joke around a lot, but I figured people would need to hear something like that every once in a while. I like to hear a nice story that makes me feel good. So I figured I would share that. But I think the mountain looks really good so far. Like I said, I do need to put prismarine all around it. That's going to be a task in itself. There's a very efficient prismarine farm that the awesome foursome has set up, and I could always use that prismarine for now. I do need to set up my own farm right in here somewhere. I think I got a plan for it, but I don't know. We'll see in the future. But that's going to be it for me. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. And if you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe. This is Jimbo Slice, and I'll see you next time.